Hey, Alex. I've almost finished writing the summary for the report.
Perfect.
I'm still unconvinced. So here's a question for you, Alex. How can we do this without killing 3 strikes?
Welcome back to Let's Play Ace Combat 7.
Fencer still hasn't recovered?
He has, but the doctor won't let him fly.
Just as much.
How much longer are you gonna make me wait?
Who's the self-important stiff?
You're here, and he really is quite important.
We're connected. Ready now, sir.
I'm Brigadier General Howard Clemens. I'm in charge of this operation. Our objective is to capture an advanced submarine in harbor at Artiglio. The port of Artiglio and the surrounding oil facilities were mostly destroyed by another air operation.
Oh, that port. Seems like such a long time ago.
You've been there? However, Erusian forces repaired the facilities and used them to resupply and maintenance a massive submarine.
Here's a question. How long do you think this submarine is? If you guess 495 meters, you're right. It also has a width of 116 meters, and a submerged displacement of 810,000 tons. It's a supersized nuclear submarine powered by 2 liquid metal-cooled reactors.
I guess it really is huge. So who's the quiz show host?
David North. I'm an OIA analyst from Advanced Weapons Analysis.
Why isn't he here?
Because he doesn't need to be. He can perform his analysis at his home office.
Ha! We've got ourselves an armchair detective.
Continue.
I've come to call this super submarine the Alicorn. The Alicorn is a submarine, and yet it can stage aircraft operations like a carrier. It also boasts some serious firepower with its 2 main railguns. Their range is over 400 kilometers.
A real monster if there ever was one.
The sub's force projection capabilities are equivalent to a carrier strike group. Furthermore, it can approach underwater or use aircraft and railguns to attack outside the enemy's range. It has an unusual history befitting such a ship. It was launched 4 years ago. However, it went MIA on a sea trial after being outfitted. It was later found at the bottom of the ocean by chance, and of the 356 crewmen, 330 were rescued. Here's the question. For how many days was the Alicorn underwater? It was 698 days.
Whoa. They were down there 2 years?
They were on the seafloor at 15 degrees.
So why are they deploying it to the front lines now?
I suspect it has to do with the loss of an arsenal bird in the IRBM cluster.
Huh. Okay, so we just blow up the damn thing?
We capture it. Don't make me repeat myself. We've had reports from local sources that there are weapons of mass destruction aboard the Alicorn.
Source.
If we can secure that evidence, we'll gain advantage in the peace negotiations post-war.
The Ocean Navy has dispatched a fleet, including a landing ship, to capture the Alicorn. Our mission is to secure air superiority and protect this assault and capture task force.
If we take too long, they'll scuttle the sub. The fleet will commence its actions while we seize the skies.
Wouldn't it be risky to bring the fleet in before we secure air superiority?
That is none of your concern.
So basically, you're putting our fleet in danger for political gains.
They should have taught how to address superiors in boot camp.
An EW squadron will be deployed. Their ESM will be a valuable asset. Stay within their range, and you'll have a significant advantage over your enemies. The ETA for the EW aircraft is the same as HL.
Only Strider Squadron will sortie.
Whoa, I have to sit this one out?
Wait, Wiseman, you're not coming?
I'll be assisting the Brigadier General at HQ.
This is by no means a difficult mission. Your squadron commander's absence shouldn't change that.
So, yeah, we are fully in effectively extra game territory at this point, as you can tell by the unusual briefing, let's just call it that, with brand new characters showing up and the squadron being a lot more talkative and backtalky in it.
Well, to be fair, I think this particular superior kind of deserves it. He is a prick.
Yeah, Clemens is a fucking asshole.
Uh,
But, oh my god, look at all of these planes.
and that is it. Folks, if you think that's all the planes you're going to see on this mission, I'd say that's about half, a quarter probably. This is going to be a very, very, very intense mission, as befitting the DLC missions.
Yeah, like, there's, like, we're technically jumping ahead and doing the DLC missions in the middle of the game itself, because, like, that's where they fall in the timeline, but, yeah, no, everything about the DLC is, like, you should definitely be playing this as post-game material, not in the middle of it.
Yes, definitely. Like, if I understand, well, you'll see why we're doing this, why he's breaking out the F-15 in a couple seconds, but under normal circumstances, you want me bringing something in the tail from the tail end, like preferably the F-22 or something on that caliber.
I mean, yeah, I'm going with the F-15 specifically because it is, like, the canon plane for this run of, or for this part of the game anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, Snark is definitely right, just to, yeah, you want, if not, endgame planes, then hell, even the DLC planes for a mission like this.
Oh yeah, just for sheer missile count.
It's a requiem. Set off as soon as we're ready. Here we go. Do it with a bang. Understood.
Folks, I want to be very frank with you. I insisted that I get one of the DLC missions for reasons that will become clear towards the end of it, but you're in for a fun time, people.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, like, I think you were like, I want to do, like, 10 million relief plan, and I was like, that one's kind of already booked.
Which I understand, so much you go into that blind, but goddamn. Anyway.
Be killed.
Yep, so, welcome to the A-to-A mission in this game.
Yeah, like, there's, like, very, very few of these big, like, you know, Mayhem and Shattered Sky style, like, just gigantic furballs, but, yeah, Unexpected Visitor, like, makes up for that in spades by just, like, throwing the entire goddamn Erusian Air Force at you.
That's not hyperbole, by the way. This is basically their entire reserve air force because of the drones, so pretty much every pilot that got displaced by them is in the air right now.
So again, this should just give you just, like, a very, like, generally, like, you know, comprehensive idea of just how important the Alicorn is to their battle doctrine at this point. The fact that they're just going all out to defend it to get it out of port.
I'd also point out, it also shows how obsessive the Erusians are with their drones, because look at how many pilots they can throw at you to do that. Like, good lord, you can see the screen is just covered in, like, enemy markers.
Like, yeah, we're gonna see it, like, in, like, a couple minutes, like, when they finally show up, but, like, there's a reason they give you the ESM planes. And, yeah, like, I'll explain it when they get here, but, yeah, trying to do this mission straight with, like, just your regular ammo count is, like, an exercise in futility.
Oh, man. Also, shout out to my boys in Glamrock on the radio you heard just now. They're rocking, I think, F4s, I believe, in this absolute mayhem of F-22s, Su-57s, and the works.
Also, yeah, the F-22s and the Su-57s in this mission also run on normal endgame Ace Combat 7 rules, where they take 3 missiles to bring down instead of just 2.
Mm-hmm. It is
Missile launched.
just... Also, I also want to give a shout out to this background, this fuck music that's blaring in the background. It's so good.
Oh, yeah, no, they went above and beyond for the soundtrack for the DLC missions.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, this is just the start.
Yes. Like, again, you can hear the excitement in my voice. This is the opening act. It's only gonna go up from here, as crazy as it sounds.
Drake Squadron, follow me. I'll show you how the pros do it.
Oh, don't worry, we've got plenty of crazy ahead of us.
Do we ever?
But anyways, here we go with our first ESM kill. So you can see here, as long as we're in the range of the Enchanter planes, the blue circles on the radar, and we're in effectively like active ESM radius, not only does the ESM basically make your missiles track better, fly faster, it also, as you can see by the sort of double diamond on the reticle here, it also makes all planes take only 1 missile to go down. So it makes their missiles even more powerful, like twice as powerful as well.
They're more akin to the ESMs from Infinity, if anyone's played that, as opposed to their Ace Combat 6 counterparts. Just as an FYI.
Oh god, yeah. Like, yeah, in 6, like, it just made them track better and fly faster, but, yeah, here, like, it's, you know, double power, better accuracy, like, you know, better flight speed and tracking.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this is effectively your compensation for getting the entire Erusian Air Force thrown at you is just, okay, the Enchanter ESM planes make it so that, you know, you only need, like, effectively half your ammo count to take most of them out, so...
It's like, yes, because you can just point your plane in the vague direction of the plane and it'll probably die. Barring the Su-57s, as you can see here, you'll still need 2 for those, I believe.
Yeah. Because, yeah, no, you see hit destroyed, and normally, like, it would just be destroyed.
EW aircraft is taking fire from a YF-23. We're not fighting UAVs.
I'm pretty sure, like, almost every endgame plane in that you can get in this game is in the air during this mission. YF-23s, Su-57s, F-22s.
Yeah, basically everything but the super planes.
I don't even have time for a snack on this operation. Just wait, I'll get you a break in a second.
Also, yeah. Yep. Everyone is also basically effectively, like, their characterization has been kicked up to 11 for the DLC.
It's great.
Fox 2. Somebody take down their EW aircraft. Started. Bandit down.
Like, the DLCs are basically, what happens if we take everything about Ace Combat 7 and temporarily just send it into overdrive for, like, 3 missions?
Yeah, like, I've said this repeatedly, but, like, the DLC is basically Ace Combat in God mode once again. Like, there's a reason why people have called this, like, these 3 missions basically, like, Ace Combat 7.5.
Yep.
Because, like, they effectively function as their own Ace Combat game in and of themselves, and, like, you know, 7 is probably, like, the best Ace Combat game they've ever done at this point.
Oh, yeah.
The DLC for 7 is the second best Ace Combat game they've ever done.
Exactly. So, anyway, getting back on point, as you can see, there's some Harriers that are going to try and blow up the fleet. As you can also see, they're basically a joke compared to everything else going on.
Which, again, is quite a refreshing change, because, like, Harriers in 7 and 6 definitely are just absolute fucking nightmares to deal with. Because, like, they're too slow for your missiles to normally be able to properly take out. And because they are also, like, you know, slow and can, like, sort of effectively outmaneuver you by, like, you know, just going at a turtle's pace. Like, a lot of the bad hits I've taken in the game have just been from Harriers.
Yep.
But, yeah, no, here it's, like, they're basically an afterthought. The only reason you have to go after them is because they are straight-out designated targets.
Right. And anyway, as you can also see, they brought back another fun party trick from 6, namely the,
Approaching landing ship is to be considered hostile.
Here's our first glimpse of good old Captain Torres. We'll be getting more in depth with him in a little bit.
You don't see it. Gunnery is about killing the people on board.
he seems like such a sane,
Okay,
rational individual, doesn't he?
I was gonna say, that seems a little concerning. But anyways, yeah, like Dr. Snark was saying, basically, yeah, so not only do we have positive ESM, but, yeah, the Erusians have also deployed their own ESM planes to fuck with our missiles and whatnot.
They focus basically like a straight out 6, like less accurate missiles. So blast them away.
There's also like they make it harder for lock-ons to stick, like as you'll see here, like.
Take them down.
Righto. Trigger. Let's get this done quick.
But also, yeah, one thing we sort of briefly glossed over there is you saw like they spawned 3 ESM planes, and we only took out 2 of them because they actually tweaked your support AI for this. So like Count, like Hujin, Lanza, like, you know, they're all like. Oh, it's actually Skull for this mission. Lanza's in Anchorhead raid.
Right.
But yeah, basically like your allied AI like is actually competent in the DLC.
It's which is again a very intentional choice just to help you clear out some numbers.
Another destroyer's been sunk.
That's it. Trigger's
Like, hey, you're a badass, but there's only so much ammo you have, man.
I mean, in a way, I think it helps also make them a lot more endearing too. Like, like I said, because you're normally expected to play the DLC like as post-game material. Like, you've already gotten to know and like and respect all of the LRSSG members.
Yep.
So this is just like sort of gravy on the potatoes at this point.
I do love the background share of how everyone's having the time of their lives on the enemy side.
Oh, speaking of people who are having the time of their lives.
Aircraft type Su-47.
Yep.
She doesn't have many of those. Where'd they come from?
Enraged? Can we kill him now? I've waited long enough.
Use the confusion to kill this 6.
Oh.
I like the way you think.
DLCs are just like a magnet for crazies. I love it.
Yeah.
Idiot, ignore their illusions.
Don't call me an idiot. I'd kill you if you were my brother.
Also, props to Crow for that intro there. That was not in-game, mind.
There are no more reinforcements. They must be hostile. You are clear to engage. Don't hesitate. Who are these guys?
They're neither Ocean nor...
Yeah, so we'll get into the mimics will be covered next mission, but for now I just want to point out how General Resources is continuing to ruin everything for everyone.
Yep.
Receiving support from ESM.
So, well, there he is.
So the Van Dipshit twins have a couple of tricks up their sleeve, but right now they're effectively just like a sideshow, really. And
wait for it.
Let's see. Yep. And they're done. Bye, guys. See you in Anchorhead.
Yeah. She's acting like me whenever I rage quit one of these missions. I couldn't resist. That was too easy.
You don't have enough time to piss your pants.
Okay, that's a little much. That's...
Like, yeah, your brother took one missile hit and you both decided to bug the fuck out. Like, you have no room to smack talk anyone here, lady.
Yeah, although I will say, you might think that those are the two craziest people in this DLC. They're not. They only get second and third place, baby.
Also, like, yeah, I jumped them very quickly because, the first time I recorded this mission, like, they actually, like, killed me because I decided to, like, you know, actually indulge them for a tiny bit. So, like, they are legitimate threats and will actually kick the shit out of you if you, you know, try to fight them on either even footing or just ignore them, which, by the way, they get pissed off if you ignore them.
Yes, you can actually, if you shoot down enough enemies, they will just leave due to the lack of fighter cover. It's hilarious.
They're not retreating. Submarine must save the world to them.
You'll probably see the bonus video. It's great.
Yeah, no, like, I didn't record it for this one because, like, it's long enough as it is, but, yeah, no, I'll definitely do probably, like, another run where I just ignore them as long as possible and just get them to, like, effectively just to go, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah. It's just, oh, man.
That's a great idea, so let's just cut to that right now.
3 strikes won't even look our way.
Screen, we're pulling out. There's too few illusions left to use as shields.
God damn it! 3 strikes, I will have you. You will die!
What? Am I hearing things?
No, I hear it too.
Hey, those filthy bats are on the run. Let them go. Secure air superiority and protect your allies.
Wilco.
That's what I like to see.
So, while we're off on this brief tangent, let's just take another second to look at a nice little bit of world building and continuity between Unexpected Visitor and the last time we were here, Pipeline Destruction. I didn't get the chance to point this out in the main video, but I'll do it here in post-commentary, so you can see here just along the shore all the tankers that we destroyed in Pipeline Destruction. The Erusians have dredged up from the bottom of the sea and actually dragged back ashore. So now their burnt-out husks are all just sitting here beached on the shoreline, just rusting away as the Alicorn gets ready to depart from the main berth just over there. Anyway, that's enough little tiny details. Let's get back to the main game, shall we?
Hell yeah, Strider 1 has down the target.
I do love these just random ground targets that just show up here. It's just like, okay,
Yeah, and
why?
yeah, like why were they tagged priority and like
The enemy surface to ship capabilities. Fine work, Trigger.
It's like, I guess it's just for missilitude or whatever it is, but it's still pretty silly in the context of the gameplay.
No!
Missile away.
also again, yeah, this weird flight of Su-30 or Su-34s, like again, like we're kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
If you want to make it, take advantage of Enchanter's support.
I
Box 2.
do like to think though that's literally also, like any game it makes sense, because it's also Erusia literally screaming the bottom of the barrel, just tossing whatever's in the air. Again, we saw F4s flying in the air. F4s! Who does
And
that?
yeah, we're effectively at mid-game, getting ready to head into end-game territory in like the normal game at this point.
They're ready for takeoff, sir. They're prepared to sacrifice their lives to carry the cargo. Beautiful.
Oh, here he goes.
No doubt in senseless cruelty. How many must be sacrificed to pull the rest? Captain, 3 strikes.
Yeah, I just, you're gonna notice I stay quiet when Taurus starts talking. Just, he's the best villain in this series. Bar none.
Stay in formation.
And like props to his voice actor too for just going all in on the role too.
Yes, like, and when we say all in, it's like, this mission does not count as all in. You will see, like, I know I keep saying this, but you will see all in eventually.
Military. What do you say? Don't you see? Yeah, that submarine was huge.
Also, yeah, he just casually defected, or more accurately, went rogue, as you do.
Also, like, you know, like, people talk about, like, you know, okay, like, you know, all his crew sticks around Torres out of, like, loyalty because they're all inspired by him, and, like, they think, like, they're invincible if they, you know, if they stick around him and whatnot, but it's like, yeah, this guy is clearly mentally disturbed. Who the fuck in their right mind would go, yeah, this guy, this is the guy I'm putting all of my chips on?
Yeah,
Take command from here on.
I don't know what Arusha was thinking.
Well done, pilot.
And there she goes.
Yeah.
Are you sure? The landing ship Puffin to all active units. Enemy submarine has started moving.
Commence firing. Men, guns, commence fire.
And...
Cruising at 5 knots. Movement on the deck. It's their aircraft.
rip.
Alicorn fired on her with the railguns. The landing ship's on fire. It's gonna sink.
Confirming launch of submarine-based aircraft. 4 bird. It appears one of them is carrying a cruise missile. What?
What in the world?
Well, this escalated quickly.
Oh god, did it ever.
Patch me in. Do you hear me? David North here. There's a possibility the cruise missile is a WMD.
Shit! Hey! What about the submarine?
Oh, good lord.
Our ship first.
Don't lose them. Shoot them down.
Shit!
Open vents. Fill all ballast tanks.
I really don't want to talk over this section.
Shit.
That monster will roam the ocean.
Look, it's simple. Just chase them down before they get away. They juke a little so that distance indicates that big a deal.
3,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO.
Yeah, just, like... Any mid-game plan should be able to take these guys out.
Bandit down.
Oh my god.
You know, there's a reason why I'm holding my fire.
Intelligence is saying across the radio. I hereby swear this.
Yeah. Also, if you're worried about that chatter in the background, hopefully, Pro will be uploading the text for that, because, those Rafale pilots are a bit crazy themselves,
Target's destruction.
as you can see.
Seems he was down by 3 strikes.
Oh, here we go.
The damn bastard ruined it. Captain, don't you see? He walked all over it with his dirty boots, over the crisp white sheets of my bed that I had just made. Let's have him assist in the next plan. It'll make a fine sideshow for our scheme to kill 1 million people. Or was it the plan to save 10 million lives, command duty officer?
Okay.
The operation has been completed. Stand by for further orders.
Hold on. We still don't know who those bats were. Why were they after Trigger? They were using Osia's radio frequency. You mean they're on our side?
Impossible. They didn't respond to our IFF. Or maybe they were there to settle a personal score. There's nothing unusual about being shot in the back by an ally.
Guess it might have been that way where we came from, but you know what I'm saying, Trigger?
Everyone, here's a question.
That's enough. Remove him from the call.
Wait, don't hang up on me yet. How did they know that we had intelligence on their weapons of mass destruction? They never would have taken such actions if they didn't know.
They have a spy.
Better to be suspicious than not, I suppose.
At the very least, we'll have to assume from here on out that they know everything that we do.
And spies, crazy captains, nukes, we got a little bit of everything here going on right now.
Oh god, yeah, well, we're officially underway with the DLC, and, Yeah, strap in. It's gonna go fucking nuts.
Another question, Alex. Captain Mateus Torres, the captain of the Alicorn. What is his goal?
There are 21 likely targets. The number of main routes
Wrong.
to the targets is 2,405.
You're being too logical.
Want me to define main?
Alex, can you be more sensory?
What do you mean?
Make me a collage of Torres's quotes. Work freely. Keep my hypothesis in mind.
Life taken by cheap kills of forward projectional sea power.
No good.
No good.
Alex. All right, let's go on. Try to be a little more sensuous.
Monstrous, 16,752. And salvation of passivity.
Okay.
Vulgarity of 6 per minute of forward security.
Good.
Will of nuclear retaliation on death. 160 millimeter guidance where massacre is placed by mass planning.
More logically.
Salvation of 10 million. An elegant massacre upon the Cage continents.
Stop. That's correct, or is it?